Zai playing with the Medusa, having that insta-kill, and he just seems to be liking the hero a bit. I'm definitely liking what Gaming's got. I mean, this looks really, really strong from them. A lot of pressure. Feels like that mid-game. That game is going to be on Zai to make all these kind of moves, especially if these lanes don't go well. But let's see if they're able to get a good early start here. They're going to look for a smoke catch to get that good advantage start. They have SD Mirana, so definitely good ways to get a first blood.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the best, in fact.
Gaming Gladiators have been pretty good at avoiding these first blood attempts from Liquid in the series so far.
They literally just hug all three cores that are mid from what I've seen. Because when they were playing Radiant, they still had all three cores mid, and they had, Tofu sitting inside the tree line to scout it, so it looks very similar. They're actually going behind the tower. This is deep.
It's awkward now. Yeah, they can't go for this anymore. Gaming Gladiators set up too well around the mid.
They realized, they're like, SD Mirana, don't get first blooded, right? They're actually going to even skill Boar and Hawk right away from this. So not the traditional that you see from these Beastmasters. But gives you an opportunity. You have Boar to block arrow if you do get Shadow Demon disrupted and going for a rune or something like that. So maybe that's the reason why. Runes. Looks like it should just be that 2-for-2 exchange. And let's see how this mid matchup goes. They picked this confidently into it. This is maybe some Matumba Man flashbacks coming into play here for Team Liquid. Going for this Lone Druid with a Jug. I don't feel like I've seen these two together in some time. The Healing Ward with Lone Druid Bear is really cool and stuff like that. Just if you do fall behind early, could be a little bit weird for your lineup when Gaming looks to group, and that is what Gaming likes to do. Like Pano was saying, they like to punish greed, and this definitely could be one of those greedy
Look at this Foxy. He's going to come down towards the bottom to try for the first blood still. They get the setup on Celery, and with the Blade Fury follow-up, should be enough. And indeed it is. First blood for Mika.
And do they get a boar kill as well? Nice. To deny. Don't want to give up boars ever. Way too much gold. Good setup. Maybe they even linger around here. Boxy might just continue playing there, and maybe Zai, they just kind of sack him. This is an old thing Liquid used to do, but Zai, he might just die up here.
I'm just saying he's going to try and TP up to help him in time, but indeed Zai already gone. So Gaming Gladiators quick to punish the fact that Zai was laning on his own.
And interesting lane setups here this time around from Gaming Gladiators. They're actually putting the Enchantress bottom with the Beastmaster, and putting the Lion up top with the Medusa. Probably because the Lion versus that Primal Beast overall, you can kind of just halt any aggression if it does come out. Perhaps is the answer.
I mean, what would you sort of make of this mid lane? Do you imagine that the Lone Druid Nisha should be able to get the edge in this matchup?
I'd imagine so, yeah. I think he should have a little slight edge. See how much luck he has too with these roots. If he has get some good RNG versus Quinn, that could be pretty cool. Quinn has a good way of also, of course, Storm. You can push out the lane constantly here. And if you're not too careful with your bear, he shouldn't give it up. But there's definitely potential if you make some mistakes.
Both getting rather low here, both Quinn and the bear.
Pushing the limits. He's saving skill point too. Maybe looking for an opportunity to go
bottom lane.
Bottom.
There's going to be another one for Boxy. They're taking out Celery. So this Enchantress doesn't have an easy start to the lane.
That was by himself. That's pretty big. And look what he's going to do. Same thing that we saw Boxy do versus Quinn last time. Hey, you want your bottle fills? No. We've got a bear checking one, and I'm going to take the other one away from you. Celery, though, dying, will refill the bottle, but it feels like this is something that Boxy really likes to do, to be able to try to pressure Quinn when he's playing bottle heroes. So maybe that was also the thing with the Lone Druid. They're like, okay, we're picking a hero that's just going to make sure that Quinn doesn't get these bottle refills. Yeah,
it's definitely one of those heroes that's difficult for Quinn to step away from his tower against. As Nisha will be quick to run him down with the bear. On him.
Other connections.
It's going to block the arrow of the Born. That's going to give Ace the chance to get back safely.
Yeah, cool. Really, really interesting to see that from Ace. We've seen not too often going for the board, but yeah, definitely understanding why he wants to do it. You will give up some board kills, though, and every time you do give up board, it's a ton of XP.
So far, things on the top lane. Diracho doesn't look like he's having any sort of slowdown against these two. As the moment out of the cause, it's Zai who's struggling to get the most CS out of this laning sort of setup.
Yeah, that level 1, just using that blood grenade to get the kill is definitely going to start him off slow. Ring of Health is finished, but definitely going to be some difficulty to pressure Diracho up here. He's just going to be able to get these free snakes off and has the backup always of this Lion to stop any aggression. Mid, fairly even, but yeah, Nisha pulling slightly ahead.
Quinn pretty much out of mana, so won't have any chance of threatening the bear as low as it is right now. Nisha still does have the resummon cooldown. Only 30 more seconds though. Yeah,
I'm going to watch Boxy's movements here in the next few seconds. I imagine it's likely that he does look to just make a rotation toward the runes. Insania maybe also, because for Shadow Demon it's very natural to check runes, because you can just Shadow Poison, stack a camp while you're also making the effective move. 15 seconds, we'll see if they do look to do that. They're going to send the... It looks like Insania's going, yeah. Poison attack.
I mean, will Gaming Gladiators do anything in return, or they just kind of leaving Quinn on his own?
Looks like they're kind of just leaving him on an island. Quinn going to probably have to clear out these 2 creeps and go back. For the range. Yeah, he's going to just stay for the XP and then go back, it looks like.
Should be setting up Nisha for a pretty nice start. You know, he's going to hit his item timings. No, if this sort of situation stays like this, where Gaming Gladiators aren't able to pull any supports over towards this mid to try and set up for something around Quinn, Nisha's going to get the free farm.
This is why he wanted it. Beastmaster doing very well though, Ace. Even though they've tried to slow him down with some tri-lane and movements, he's actually 22-7 last hits. That's going to be a really, really good start for Ace. We've seen what he can do on this Beastmaster a lot of times. I haven't gotten to see too much of Beast with the Dominator builds lately, but could definitely be incredibly good being able to group up with that with the Medusa lineup.
In terms of the top lane, still it's going pretty peacefully for Dratcha.
He's chilling.
Able to just hang under his tower.
It's definitely the dream. I'm sure Gaming, they're kind of fine with all this, even though Quinn's probably, a little bit annoyed that they constantly keep checking his runes. Dratcha's probably like, dude, I'm absolutely free farming, pretty much only missing a couple last hits so far, and they've got stacks ready for him. Like a triple stack right above him already.
I mean, when Zai has his Vanguard, will there be the chance to dive this top tower, or is that always going to be hard against the Lion?
Maybe if they bring it, the Mirana and stuff like that, but definitely going to be difficult with Tofu always there. You see Tofu's skill build, he's 1-1-1. He took the Mana Drain at 2, but now he's got 2 different ways of disabling it. It looks like he's actually maybe making the first move to catch Liquid off a guard down here. They have a Catapult Wave coming in, Mickey dropping a little low.
Yeah, he's still got the Blade Fury to rely on if he's quick enough. Let's see if Tofu can catch him by surprise.
Looks like Insania's trying to set up onto mid at the same time.
Okay, keeping a safe distance is hard for Tofu to catch him without Mickey spotting him, so okay, should be okay. Unless he steps down towards this kind of bottom row of trees. He's stepping quite far up the lane. Tofu, can he catch him?
They're pretty
try. He is. He's having to get the opening stun. Into the Hex. The damage from the impetus. The right clicks from Ace is bringing Mickey low. They've got him. Tofu playing it very nicely from the edge of the vision and catching him by surprise with the opening stun.
Liquid's just looking to play completely around mid lane, but that's definitely going to cause issues for Mickey, and Ace is doing an excellent job, and it's not like Quinn's dying, so he's still holding his own here. Catapult Wave. Catapult is going to go down here. I'm sure Dratcha's like, your carry just died. He's a Jug. I'm a Medusa. I'm free farming.
He certainly is.
Gaming is definitely feeling amazing about this anyway, even if Quinn is being slowed down. Can Liquid get this tower here? They really want to keep this pressure onto Quinn.
See further TPs coming in. They're actually they're going to bring the Medusa in for some action. Let's see if they can get the setup.
Nice arrow.
Nisha's able to get the ult off. He'll step away. Will mean he'll lose the bet.
I didn't see the plus gold. Did it creep in the last hit?
I was going to say, I didn't see the plus gold.
Actually didn't really get to see there.
Well, the bear's dead.
Bear's
he had
dead.
to resummon those, so Nisha's still good to go. Continuing to farm in the speed lane.
Good arrow from Boxy. I think if he doesn't arrow that Centaur creep, perhaps they can actually set up onto Nisha there, so nice little angle.
Yeah. It could still be hard to find the damage, though.
Still could be a bit
Gets the ult off.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to walk away with his 1400 HP. Dratcha, after showing his face mid, he'll return back towards the top half of the map, top lane. He's been quite happy up here.
That was a very interesting rotation. I don't think I've seen many Medusas do that. I mean, Dratcha does like to get involved more than I feel like anybody else, but...
Yeah, if anything, probably was just down to the fact that we've seen Liquid be kind of very heavy-handed with their pressure in the mid, right? If one hero is trying to go for it, a high likelihood that there might even be 4. So Dratcha just wanting to make sure that his own team didn't get outnumbered. Back at top. Insania will find the setup onto him.
He's alone. Get Stone Gaze off.
This might give him the chance to live. Arrow's going to be off the mark from Boxy. He might need some TPs to come in if there are any available. It doesn't look like they are. So Dratcha, under his tier 1 tower, I think he's in a whole world of pain here. He'll be able to put the 1 charges, but indeed nobody is able to head up and help him.
He's like, team, somebody. But no, he looks like he is inevitably going to go down. Zai going to get the last hit.
So where Boxy? I mean, yeah, I guess they didn't have the TPs. I think Tofu, he has his available, but I believe at the time he didn't actually have one on him.
He did not. It just came out on the courier.
But Tofu's like, it's all right.
He's like, I got a tower.
One tower.
Yeah.
So he's happy with that one. Might not have been able to keep his carry alive, but takes a tier 1.
And they pushed Mickey out of the lane. That's the other important thing, too. So it's like, Dratcha died, but your Jug's not farming either. Quinn's still slowed down in the mid lane. He's having to sit around this tower to make sure that Nisha can't actually push it fully. And it's like Liquid making the move over to punish him and perhaps try to set up for it. Dratcha's actually going to fill up Quinn's bottle. He's like, you don't help me top it, I'll help you mid, my brother.
Dratcher, he wants the farm here. Like, come on, Quinn. Let me take this.
He set it up for him. He took great.
He's had enough at top. He doesn't want to go back up there. None of the supports are going to TP up and help him. Time to go to the jungle.
And they're setting up Ace for absolute successful. No, he has a full dominator already. 9 minutes in. Boots as well coming out. He is very large. Level 7 too, so it's not even the axe builds. It's just all around the summons.
Yeah,
these summons they're very strong. These supports, I mean, it's been particular. Like Shadow Demon hates to play versus this. He's looking for an angle.
He's looking towards mid. They're going to try and jump the bear. And they should get it the once, no problem. 300 gold towards Tofu.
He'll take that.
See towards the Blink Dagger Fund.
3-2. 1k lead now. Another the resummon is there. They get the disruption.
Nice going to come in and help out. Liquid want to take this fight. They'll go forward with the onslaught, crashing through onto the two of them. Get the full prize onto Tofu. Raw's going to be used from Ace to free Tofu and allow him to step back, turn with the stun. Look towards Zai. Quinn is going to zip back in, drag him in with the vortex. They haven't quite got enough damage to take Zai down. And on the high ground, Quinn, he gets caught, locked down by the fear in the root. He's out of the game for 25.
He zipped in way too aggressively. Zai's got a Vanguard. Bad choice.
I mean, Zai might be able to go for more. He's going to have onslaught again in a second. See if he can find his way over towards Tofu. He can. In once more with the onslaught and the trample. Tofu keeps his distance.
He's okay.
And they won't be able to push the bear in under the tier 2. They'll pull back in Nisha.
He'll get the tower here.
Get the space to get this pressure on. They'll force out the fortification. 10 minutes, 4-2. It's a close start
here. Yeah, and Mickey during that is able to catch right back up. Duracho also, I mean, they're neck and neck.
They really want to kill this bear. They were pretty freshly resummon. See if they can. I mean, Insania and Zai, they may be able to keep Quinn and Ace off it. Quinn is again going to use quite a lot of mana to try and kill this bear, but it's going to live. Nisha's able to get it back. They won't get it. Now Quinn himself still has to be a bit careful.
He's very low mana.
He is incredibly low mana.
Arrow, big one connects on Celery to their follow-up.
Gaming Gladiators have got a lot of backup. Tofu's going to turn up back towards the mid. They've got the 4 heroes here once more, so Liquid won't be able to get any kills from this.
Tofu failed to fill up, though. Did not have a slot in his inventory to give Quinn that mana back. Does have mangoes to be able to feed to him, but yeah, Quinn.
That's a slow start.
Slow start for him.
Quinn's got to keep his cool. Maybe a bit of a recovery game for him to play. I think the Storm this time.
I think this might be the most attention I've seen on mid in this tournament.
It's a lot.
There's not that many kills. It's 4-2, but I think we've seen like 9 heroes show up to mid lane. Yes, between 7 and 9 heroes back to back to back.
Yeah. I mean, both the carries, they're having a great time.
They are.
And you see the moment Duracha and Mickey keeping up with one another.
So we should be set up, hopefully, as we say, for a nice little mid game into the late game potential here.
I mean, this ain't going to be no 21-minute stomp like
in the
game
last
3.
game.
There's no way. No way it's all there. 11 minutes in.
How are these levels looking? I mean, the supports, because they've been moving so much, they're actually quite under-leveled. Boxy is actually the highest level of the supports by a 2-level margin. He's got a medallion, and he's got a Deso cute right now.
I mean, there's no way.
That'd be pretty memey.
He is absolutely memey. He ain't doing that. I mean, there's
already
going to be a Deso anyway on Nisha's bear.
Yeah, it's a good solar game for sure, for the Lone Druid and for the Juggernaut. I imagine he goes down that route. Shield Rune, Quinn, he'll be able to snag that one. Big stacks for Duracho. How are the stacks looking for this Jug? He's got a double stack prep at the moment on the operations bit. Not the same size as the dude, so we can now start farming them a bit earlier than that Jug. No battle fury just yet. Tofu's lingering around too. He's like, give me that XP, I need 6.
Yeah. He wants to go around and use that finger. Here we go. 6 is online.
And they do need it. As we're seeing, there is a bit of damage issues at the moment on Gaming versus these tanky frontliners, especially on Zai.
Smoke time for Liquid. Also have the Moonlight Shadow back up in 10. Insania, Zai, and Boxy looking for the setup down bottom, seeing if they can find maybe Celery or Quinn.
They got a perfect read where Quinn is right now. Look at that circle drawn. Quinn. He's got a shield rune, but they've got a lot of damage and control for him.
A disruption into Arrow will do it.
Angle. They're Moonlight Shadowing in.
Oh, they're going to see him. They can get that opening, whether it's Zai getting him with a grab or Insania setting up with a disruption. It's Zai just stepping up with the invis with the Moonlight Shadow, getting him with the pulverized. Quinn caught by a nasty surprise.
Boxy is doing a lot of work in this early game here for the side of Liquid. Just early itemization, early levels. The fact that he's 6th, I mean, I say that early, but in comparison to the other supports, he got it very early on. And getting caught off guard again. Bottom of the course. Not by a massive margin by any means, but 900 behind his counterpart of Nisha, who, yeah, his timing on his Deso, it's going to be very, very good. They can probably look to force a Roche very early with this lineup on Liquid, with the Lone Druid plus the Jug even showing up with Healing Ward.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, Gaming is...
Lineup definitely has that opportunity.
Gaming definitely has potential to fight back, especially if Daracho has Manta, and I believe they are going to have the Helm of the Overlord probably at the same timing. So Gaming is still going to be strong to fight into that. And Quinn's job overall in this game, I think the panel did touch on it, it's jumping the back line. It's looking for the Shadow Demon.
That's the Battle Fury timing from mid-game. 14 minutes, Dread's Battle Fury wand, very respectable timing on the jug.
Especially for having that one death, of course, too. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
very, very close to this Medusa.
They want to try and get a kill with a finger. Tofu.
Okay.
It's on the way towards Insania and Zai. Zai might be a bit of a tough one. Insania, not so much. They'll go for the easier of the two. Ooh, they'll fight the Vortex, but Tofu's still able to set up with the stun. So they'll get the kill done. Didn't need that opening jump from Quinn at the end of it all. Tofu, he's the one to open play.
And he's got the blink. He doesn't get the last hit, but he has been, I mean, the stack gold and everything that he's been able to get, that is fairly early. And looking in comparison to Liquid, their initiation for starting fights is Zai. And, okay, he actually is about to have Blink Dagger too. Okay, cool. So they'll both kind of have ways to start fights. That's a very early blink though on Tofu.
Yeah, I mean, both him and Boxy having quite the time when it comes to early game gold on these supports.
Yeah. And is the Solar Crest done? I'd imagine for Boxy it's about to be. Yeah, he's finished. So, I mean, nice itemization. So definitely could look to force Roshan, or at least force a fight perhaps, or just sneak it if Gaming Gladiators isn't ready. And Liquid, so they're looking to make the play here around Zai's Blink Dagger. It was scouted though. So there was a Hawk right here just now from Ace. Let's see if Gaming is set up for this read. Liquid, if they get a kill, they'll immediately go for the Rosh. They might even just be able to do it without. Let's see Ace. This could be that kind of a dream pick off here.
I mean, he is so dead. If they get any sort of catch onto him with this bear and the Deso, Ace won't stand a chance. Zai is in with the blink. Nisha in with the bear. Catch him with the fear. Go forward with the onslaught. Ace will turn with the roar. But there really is no way out for him.
Do they push tower or do they go straight to Rosh? Let's see which is the call here for Liquid.
McKay's bringing the wave in.
I think it's probably just the Rosh call. With that fresh Deso Bear, he's got a stack on it too. Solar Crest, they can bring it down quick. And with Ace dead, don't know if Gaming's going to be able to contest that one here.
Yeah, this is incredibly strong as a team right now, Liquid. They've got through this early game and something that could have been maybe punished for the greediness of having like, the lone druid mid and this Juggernaut in the safe lane farming the Battle Fury. It's working out so far. His timings, he's going to be able to make all these moves, kind of just Liquid going as 4. Mickey can continue to farm. So far, at least from Liquid's perspective, I think they're doing everything they hope for with this draft.
Yep, and they've got the insurance policy of the Jug too, in case things get a little weird. He is going to be, of course, going Battle Fury and going for this kind of farm build. So,
yeah,
do think Liquid can look to push a little bit here. Just Daracho is still farming very.
And I think they need to push because I feel like we're seeing kind of this Jug Medusa stuff go on. And if the Medusa's in the same place, the Medusa's in the happier place. I feel right now, Daracho, he's definitely going to be telling the team that he's got this. He's ready to carry. He's set up for success. And the numbers definitely show that. So we'll see if Liquid could keep the pressure on, or if Daracho is going to be able to walk away with this game.
The stronger Daracho does get, though, they will have the SD, so that's always going to be something that Liquid does have for an answer, but I'm definitely on board with you there. This time, it's not Daracho playing a TB, where it can be a bit of a riskier carry. It's a Dusa, a very safe hero.
Tried and tested many times in this patch.
And playing versus no mana move, no diffusals, nothing like that to be able to go through it that much faster. Nisha, he's playing, I mean, he's going for farm efficiency. He's actually taking a Philosopher's Stone on his main hero and just keeping Duelist Gloves on his bear.
We'll see if he finishes up as well. I mean, he's got Deso into the MKB queued up. So
probably expecting the Medusa, Manta, Butterfly timing, but Daracho's actually got Scotty queued up. So
Invisibility.
if that ends up working.
See what sort of defense they're bringing on the tier 2. Daracho, he's going to show his face up here. Feels that he can do without the threat of being dove.
They don't want to let Liquid just take over the map. And, I mean, they're still just farming, right? Gaming, Quinn is starting to catch up completely here. 2K lead for them, even though it's 6-3. This one is one of the slower games that we've had in some time. Liquid wanting to catch, perhaps, here.
It does feel like they need to. With the moments passing, Gaming Gladiators as a whole are getting more out of the map.
Absolutely. Quinn.
For the jump in the mid. The follow on onto Quinn. He's able to pull lightning away.
Great read from
maybe Insania does have a haste rune. He's trying to see if he can get in and get the disruption set up. The rest of Liquid, they're focusing Tofu. They'll chase out the Lion. See in the mid, Insania, he's really messing around with Quinn, but the roar's up from Ace. They just turn and take Insania down. Quinn will he come over the Zip TV, but the onslaught from Zai will catch him. And they will manage to kill off Quinn.
Trying to go for Mickey under the tower. They do end up losing Quinn again here. He is still struggling, but It's not about the Storm this game, it's about the Medusa who's still getting free farm.
Yeah, Medusa's getting free farm. Ace, of course, as well, is also in a fantastic spot.
So Nisha, looks like he bought his shard. Okay, cool. This is one of the few, I think, carries that does buy shard still very, very early on. It is one of the better ones.
Don't stick around to pressure onto the tier 2 as of yet.
And look at Liquid, yeah. I think they're feeling like they want to be able to control the map a lot here, even buying a gem for Boxy, so. Really looking to keep applying this pressure to Gaming Gladiators so this Duracho can't just sit back and farm.
Yeah, they don't want this.
No, they got to keep it up, though.
This sort of control of the map they have to slip away.
Yeah.
Try and shut down, these areas for the Medusa. I mean, Duracho's continuing to find this safe spot under the tier 2.
He's got the backup of his team now,
Yeah,
too.
it's difficult for Liquid to make the move to dive this Medusa.
Ace is scary, too. Drums with the Dominator.
They're trying to wrap around. They really want to try and force a
fight.
fight around this tier 2. Zion and Sania.
Zai, no BKB. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult for him to just commit forward in. He's pretty close to it, too. Gaming, they're going to look to punish him. I think they did just see him for a second.
Yeah, they've got the Roar, they've got the Finger, they've got great burst, they've got great catch. Tofu, he's in with the jump. They're able to catch Zai far away from the rest of the team, and with a quick burst of the Finger, Zai's gone.
And it's around a power rune, too, also for Quinn. Ace still has the Roar available, too.
I mean, they
didn't have to use much
more.
there.
Liquid might have to be a bit cautious how they back out of this one, as Gaming Gladiators continue to push on. Tofu can get the next jump with the tier 1 here, Liquid. So they'll be far enough away to deter Gaming Gladiators from jumping in that deep.
Okay, looks like he is going to... I was wondering if we do see it, so Mika, he is queuing up Diffusal next. Let's see if he does commit for that. After SNY and Battle Fury. Mercer can be an item choice here, but can be a risk, because you could get set back on some weird timings when there's like a Scotty Butterfly and Medusa. See if he does commit for it. Gaming clumped up with these auras, feeling confident to push.
And they're the team that doesn't have the Aegis. Just goes to show how confident Gaming Gladiators are with their position.
I mean, rallied around Ace. Like, it's going to make their team fight very, very powerful. Liquid, more about getting like maybe an initial pick-off before they look for a fight, because fighting into the 5v5 of these auras of the Beastmaster definitely looks problematic. And Duracho is getting all the space in the world to get his... Yeah, he's got the Scotty now done. And they're going to likely... I mean, he's just going to take the Wisdom Rune. I think they've just given it to him like every time. I mean, he's always farming Ancients. I feel like all his heroes do this, but... Oh, Tofu.
I mean, Boxy tried to step up, but Tofu again, immediate with the hex.
This is the gem. This is the big pickup for Gaming.
I mean, Insanity's going to step up with the disruption, but there's no one else around to try and fight back against Gaming Gladiators. So indeed, that gem, it will fall into the hands of Quinn.
I mean, that's like a core kill, honestly. A massive snag now. The map control is going to continue. They still have Roar. They can still continue to look to hunt. Now, you can see how confident they are. They have no cares about this Aegis whatsoever. Tofu now, multiple catches with his Blink Dagger. 5K lead for the team with the Dusa.
And the team with the gem, the team with the soon-to-be-had map control.
They're crushing this in these last few moves.
Tower is under attack.
Set up around the Duracho too. Aegis is going to get reclaimed. I don't think Liquid is too happy at all with what they got out of that one. They didn't really get anything. Tier 2, it's dropping fast. They might, I mean, I feel like they might just continue here. Playing around Ace, there's definitely possibilities of at least forcing
They're certainly going to consider it.
Yep.
Let's just sort of have a poke and see what this forces out in terms of reaction from Liquid.
They don't have the best D-push by any means, so this could be problematic.
Yeah, their D-push is kind of just throwing bodies into the midst of the fight. Zai charging in.
Yeah, it's like Shadow Demon Poison is their best D-push, which is pretty pathetic. They're going to look for maybe a long wraparound or something here, but Duracho, he's just walking in front.
They want to have the high ground here, Gaming Gladiators, so Liquid unable to make this sort of move. Diffusal now done on Mickey.
Okay.
So he's definitely geared up to fight. When you go for with this Battle Fury into the SNY, and then you go for the Diffusal. You want to go now. You know what? You want to try and make this Diffusal have impact, whilst it still hurts.
But Gaming's they're sticking together. If we causing issues for Liquid to find anything. Look at Ace. I mean, he's just waltzing in, and Sania's going to be found. That's a pretty free one.
He's going to disrupt himself. The rest of Liquid will probably just bail on him. There's no help in this Shadow Demon. Okay, well, there is Moonlight Shadow.
Wait, where'd it go? Where's the jet? Oh, it's on Celery. I was like, what? Oh, looks like the long zip
though. Find it.
He walked under the sentry.
It looked like he was going to get away, but indeed, they had it under control, Gaming Gladiators.
Ace is not using Roar. He's holding it for a bigger target.
He is, yeah.
Like, he could have just roared and didn't need to. Yeah, he knows.
They knew they had it.
Another jump.
They're going to go for the bear.
They'll easily kill it.
Yeah. Easy plus 300.
Looking rough. Looking rough for Liquid.
Certainly is.
Gaming getting so much out of the map. The supports are scaling massively after these last few kills. 6K gold on both of them.
So much just slipped away from Liquid just during this Aegis control that they had. Nisha had a good start, but he's been sort of passive, right? They haven't really been able to rally around this Lone Druid and do anything in these last 5 minutes.
Honestly feels like they kind of have to fight right now, but it doesn't seem like they're finding opportunities to. Gaming's just split up on the map now, and they're farming on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting so huge, both Ace and Diracho, and yet Quinn's catching up.
And they're even now just going to take away the Tormentor too, easily bring it down with Sorry. Easily might die.
Valerie, careful. He's cool, he's got the heals.
Oh, and look who gets the shard. Tofu is like, bless, now my Medusa, I have no worry. Even if he gets disrupted, instantly clear those illusions.
Liquid's got to look for something, and we see it with their play here. Zion and Sania, they're going to look for the jump in the mid.
The cancel.
Tofu, he's in with the stun, they're away, the arrow's not going to connect.
And now Ace is turning up. Liquid, they got to disengage.
And Mickey's here. And once they've sort of revealed their hand, there's just no chance of surprising Gaming Gladiators with the jump, and Gaming Gladiators, they're fully set up for anything that Liquid try to push on and do.
Tofu just always playing behind Quinn. As long as he's there to get the cancel on this Pulverize. Maybe Zai regretting not using BKB, but it's a risk to come forward there and just use BKB trying to get a kill if you didn't have everyone. And you have to make sure you get that kill if you do pop it, as Gaming now smoking.
Will Liquid be prepared for this?
I mean, Diracho is going a pretty aggressive item build next here. He's feeling confident then for his damage. He's got the small crit. He's going for the Silver Edge. Nisha's farm, he's falling behind. He's still ahead of Quinn, but it doesn't feel great by any means. This Medusa is just massive, and Mickey, they might just set up on him here. They have the ward, they have the trap prep, they know exactly where it is, it seems like.
Tofu gets the opening there. The smoke is about to come to an end, so it might be a bit harder for Tofu to get the catch, but Mickey will continue to farm. If Tofu continues to hunt, doesn't look like it, so Mickey will be able to get away with this one. Pushing out on that bottom jungle area. It does mean, though, meanwhile in the mid, tier 2, it's taken out. They've got the creep wave coming in.
They might force it bottom immediately right afterwards, too. There's no glyph.
Liquid, they really want to try and find a Roshan by the looks of it before they're forced to fight, but
I mean, they'll lose the pace.
They're not going to get the chance to. Rosh is still not up for 30 seconds. The push from Gaming Gladiators is coming in on the bottom lane.
Instant illusion's gone. How do you stop this, Liquid? That's the question. Gaming's testing you. And this rack just looks like it's going to drop with no contest.
They've got the fortification, but they're going to have to bring everyone back if they want any sort of chance of pushing back.
Nice
this
jumping
guy.
in.
He's going to go for Tofu. He's going to get caught straight away, though, by the stun. They're turning on towards him. Have the defensive disruption to buy some time for
There's
die. The stun's going to catch Nisha on the low ground, and Tofu's just in with a finger. They're taking out Insania. They've got the Hex onto Nisha. Nisha, he'll push them back with a fear, but Diracho's just dealing too much damage here with the crit and the Skadi.
That might just be it. Gaming, they're just grouped. They're giving no chance to Liquid.
They've got no way to push this back, Liquid.
These guys are just too good at knowing their timing.
This is theirs. I mean, they can stick around, Gaming Gladiators.
I think there's no hope. That was everything from Liquid. That's it. Gaming, they're all grouped. 5,000 gold on Ace.
What do?
You don't do anything. This Deuce is hit her timing with a Beastmaster.
They don't have Omni Slash, they don't have anything Liquid, it feels. They've only got 3 heroes alive.
That's it, Owen.
This is 2 sets of racks.
They have towers to go through top, but Gaming have just completely ripped this game open, and Liquid just did nothing to them. Unlucky, says Diracho. And now they can set up for the
We'll
Roche.
see again on the replay. I mean, Zai's efforts to try and get something to start this fight, but indeed the Pulverize put to an end. And Diracho, he's just far too far to this point. And Skadi and the crit that he just had delivered, right, he's just tearing through them. Tofu getting this excellent angle up on the high ground to get that Hex into the burst. The fight's over sooner than it began, really, for Liquid.
Yep. I mean, it's an Omni Slash to kill Celery, and that's about it. You need absolutely everything to kill Diracho. You didn't even touch him. You didn't even scrape him. And Gaming, they're too good when they play for these timings. They're too good when they get Ace off to this type of start with his Beastmaster. It's nothing super fancy by him, but it just makes it look so good. Boots the bearing, Helm of the Overlord. He's got his BKB now. Aegis.
Yep.
It's time to close it out.
It really is. They can taste it at Gaming Gladiators. They are so close. They really are. 17k lead, 28 minutes here. Liquid, they're going to need a comeback like they've never had before to turn this one.
How do they do this? Nisha's bear did nothing in the fight. It got stone gazed and died almost instantly.
They just don't have the deep push. Their deep push is throwing their bodies in.
They got no damage. They got no nothing.
So the base. They're more than ready to go again. I mean, Gaming Gladiators, they did what they did bottom without an Aegis. Now they've got the Aegis. Now they've got the cheese.
Look at this. There's the illusions, but quickly probably going to get erased from Tofu. He's a little far away. There we go. Duracho says, come on.
They got to do something.
Challenge me.
What are they going to do? I mean, Mickey's coming back. He's going to be ready to join them, but the team's
dropping.
gone.
Butterfly timing. He hits 20. Can he do anything to
They've
Duracho?
got the disruption. But Duracho, he's Silver Edge. I mean, they'll be able to take him, or maybe not even the ones. Duracho's still alive. They'll fear him, but instead of pushing him away or finding anything,
he's fine.
safe position.
And Zai's gone.
He's out. It does not have buyback. Mickey's trying to find some sort of way to jump him with the Omni Slash, but it's split between far too many units.
Oh,
he
what
gets
a
caught
stun.
by the stun. He'll put the Blade Fury, try to stand his ground here. They burn through the mana of Duracho. Duracho is getting low, but because he still has that Aegis, they get the Vortex pull back onto Mickey. Mickey's out as well. No buyback on him. Tofu, he's jumping in, he gets the setup with the stun onto his Sadia, zip for Quinn.
GG.
It's over. GG is called. Gaming Gladiators, they've done it again. They've done it again and again and again and again.
And again.
And again.
With ease in this last game. I mean, we got one good game from Liquid, but this one, it quickly spiraled out of control.
It did.
There was
It
just
did.
the timing that they hit. They got a couple pickoffs, group around the Dusa. Liquid had no hope.
I mean, it weren't no game 3.
It wasn't no game 3, but it was pretty damn close.
It was still, 29 minutes. That's all it took it for Gaming Gladiators in those last 10 minutes of it. It really looked completely hopeless for Liquid. Something about this team. They just keep winning. Nobody can challenge them. Not even the second best team in the world, right? Liquid. They're always here. They make it to this final hurdle, but they can never stop them. And it's always games like this where it just isn't close. It doesn't feel close. Gaming Gladiators, they have just been consistently that good throughout this entire season, boy. This is insane.
It's unbelievable, really. Honestly, like, these guys just play so well together. And it's everybody. That's the thing. It's never just like, oh, it's the Quinn show.
It's the whole
It's the
package.
Ace show. It's everybody. Everyone does their work. Even though, people have their words for Duracho, he proves himself time and time again, just being that absolute beast of a carry.
I mean, it is crazy, right? This team winning as much as they have every single tournament, pretty much. It's like everybody's been looking at them. Everybody's been studying them. But still, nobody can work out how to stop them.
I think there was an interview with Tofu at the start of this when he goes, people need to come up and they need to challenge us. They need to prove that they can beat us. And yet again, nobody can beat them.
They really can't. Honestly, they're the best collection of players at the moment at this game. The best in the world by far. It's not even close. Celery, Duracho, Ace, Tofu, and Quinn. I don't know.
It's marvelous stuff.
It's insane to see. And the thing is, like, you could already feel it halfway through this best of 5, right? The game 3 happens, and then it really is, okay, it's over.
Yep.
It's over. It doesn't matter what you do, who you are, you're never going to beat this team, Fogged, in a best of 5, it seems.
No, I mean, this is unbelievable. Both teams have so much respect for each other, of course. But again and again, Gaming just 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 steps ahead, it seems.
Yeah, well, I mean, when will it stop?
When will it stop?
When will it stop?
I mean, it's going to have to maybe be TI or something. I don't know.
Because at the moment, there's no signs of it stopping. There's no signs of it stopping. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what another performance here in another best of 5, in another grand finals, in another major. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bali major champions, Gaming Gladiators.
In 2023, on the 10-year anniversary of Dota 2, we witnessed the most successful Dota teams to have ever done it. Bali, give it up for the back-to-back-to-back-to-back champions, Gaming Gladiators! 10 years of Dota 2, we have never, ever seen dominance in this fashion. They now lift yet another trophy, yet again proving to be dominant. Take a moment to breathe, look at them, witness their faces. This is what greatness looks like. One more time, Bali, for the Gaming Gladiators! These 6 have done something unprecedented! Woo! All right, I need y'all to, boys, just look at this.